That turned a strange bend at some point. All right, let's see. We're live. Don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but if you do, hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing sort of an unboxing video and try-on video. I got this package in the mail this morning from Mekka. It's a prize I won off of one of their Instagram contests. And I've never won off an Instagram contest before, so this is really exciting to me. So I basically won 1000 norske kroner verdt av sminke fra Mekka. Translated, I won like $100 worth of makeup from Mekka. They're a Norwegian brand. They are located in Norway. They ship inside of Norway. They're really fast. The shipping is really fast. Hi, Cici Tori. Thanks for joining. And yeah, they kind of do affordable quality makeup. I've been using them on and off for years, actually. I was particularly fond of one of their setting powders that they used to have. I don't know if they still have it. I can't remember. But anyway, thank you. Thanks. So I'm just very excited about seeing what's in here because I use a lot of their products. Like I use their brow pomade, I use some of their mascaras, their lash glue, setting powder, which I've mentioned. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's in here and trying new products from them because I really enjoy this brand. Open this plastic. There we go. So it always comes wrapped in a lot of paper. Okay, let's see now. What did I get? Ooh, alright. Let's see. I'm just gonna... There, bye. Girl, bye. So the first thing I can see clearly here is a makeup brush. It's their 308 makeup brush. That's nice. I'm really bad at knowing what these brushes are for, but like instinctively I just want to do like this. So maybe it's like a setting powder brush, or like a powder brush. I think so, maybe. I just use whatever I have usually. I'm not very snobby when it comes to my brushes, but I like this. It's got a nice size. It'll fit in my makeup bag quite nicely. And the fibers are very soft. And they're usually plastic, vegan fibers from Mekka. I don't know if this one is, but I know they have that. The other thing that I got is a What's Cookin' Good Lookin' setting and baking powder. I've never used setting and baking powder before. I know a lot of drag queens use the baking powder. So I don't really know how to use this. So I might have to Google it if I'm going to try it on later, but now you know. And the next thing is like a package in plastic. Ooh, this is exciting. I see a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Cici Tori says in the chat, I like their products, but their product packaging can be shitty. But I guess that's how it's affordable. Yeah, I mean, like, you save money on packaging. I suspect you do that if you're going to be an affordable brand. I know Makeup Revolution doesn't always have the best packaging on their things either, but packaging doesn't matter that much to me, honestly. As long as it looks nice and as long as it's, you know, not super environmentally unfriendly, I guess it's okay. Okay, let's see. So it looks like I've gotten their summer heat collection sent to me, which is really, really cool. So we're gonna start with this little thingy here. This is the Jelly Glow Gel Illuminator. So that's gonna be interesting. I have a little bit of like illuminating, like liquid from Revolution. I usually like powders, like illuminating powders better, but this is a very pretty kind of like golden, light golden gel. So it'll be interesting to try out. The packaging on this is very pretty. It's all gold and turquoise and nudes. The aesthetics is really nice. I've also gotten a Makeup Mekka Butter Glaze. So I'm guessing this is a lip gloss. Yes, in the color Yummy. So it's quite nice there. Let's see. I'm gonna go through them and test them afterwards. And this is a Makeup Mekka Color Hint Tint. I don't know what that means, but it's a lipstick. So it's kind of this kind of corally pink warm shade, which I like. So it's probably not going to be full coverage since it's a color hint tint thing. Next we have this thing. Ooh, look at that. That's super pretty. Ooh. Oh, it's another brush. It's a kabuki brush. Ooh, I love that. Comes with a lid and everything. That's really cool. It's like, what is this? Is it a concealer? What? Cool. That's really pretty. I'm gonna have to take a photo of all of this when I'm done. Okay, this next. Cece says, ooh, that's a pretty color. Yeah, it is. And she also owns the setting powder, and so the sample, and it's pretty great. Cool. Okay, so this is a Kiss and Blush Cream Touch blush. It's for cheeks, lips, and eyes. So it's a cream blush. That's pretty neat. I like it when things can be, you know, multi-purpose. Come on. The tape is like really sticking on here. This is why people do pre-production, so they don't get stuck doing this on camera. Let's see, there we go. Oh, okay. That's also a very pretty color. Look at that. And now you can also see my messy desk. So this is for both lips, eyes, and cheeks. Oh, that's got a very interesting texture. Huh. I'm just gonna put my grubby hands all over it. Let's see. Yeah, that gives like a soft pink tint. And it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a sorbet ice cream almost, but hard. Let's see. And last but not least, we have a palette. Palettes are always exciting. I've actually been looking at this palette on their website going like, ooh, that looks so nice. I want it. Look at the pretty colors. So this is the Makeup Mekka Heat Wave eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna open it here. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of like terracotta brown, different shades of nude, and a blue hue. And it's really pretty. I really like this. So we're going to have to try to do a makeup look with this, obviously. Let's do some swatches while we're at it. I'm gonna dip my hands into this beautiful color. All right. So are we ready to do this? Ooh, that's really light. that's a lot of pigment. Gonna have to wash off my hands before I dip my hands in again. I just rubbed it off on my leggings. It's fine. All right. So that was the upper line. Continuing. All right. Ooh, that's one of the golds. That had quite a lot of pigment in it. And next is the blue. And another gold, which is a little bit lighter. And like a kind of a brassy, bronzy brown. So there you go. Those are the colors. They're very earthy and very pretty. Some of them are a little bit more like pigmented than others, or smooth, go on smoother. Like, you see this one is so light you can barely see it against my skin. I'm so pale. But it comes off really easily, and I mean, it has good coverage, so I'm really excited about this. Alright. So what I did before I sat down here is I've had some I've put on a base, basically, of words are escaping me. A spray. I sprayed my face with a spray primer. That's the words I was looking for. All right, so let's see. I think I'm just gonna go in and do eyes first, because I don't really need a whole lot of coverage, and I usually find that doing the eyes first is best, because if residue falls down, I can wash that off without having to ruin any more of my makeup. So I usually do that, and then I do eyebrows, and then I do like concealer or foundation and lips. So I figured I'll just do that. Makeup brushes. We have makeup brushes here. So what colors would you like me to use? I know it's not a whole lot of people here, but I don't know. I'm always very attracted to blue, although I'm not going to give myself blue garage door eyes. That's not going to happen. I'm just trying to find a good place to put my mirror. That seems fine. At some point you just gotta decide, right? So I'm just gonna start with doing like a basic layer of very light makeup, just to make it easy to blend out afterwards. So we're gonna start with the lightest one in the palette, I think. See how it reacts when you put it on a brush and on your face. Yeah, I also have eyeshadow primer on my lids. That particular one that I used is from NYX Cosmetics. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can see a whole lot on screen, but that is definitely brightening up the eye. I am very pale, so usually very like light whitish, pinkish, nudish colors don't really show up that great on camera. I'm basically a ghost, as you can see. I reflect a lot of light. Let's see. But it's going on really nicely and smoothly, and I like the light shimmer that this color has. Cece says, like, the reddish brown and the blue would be interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I think that would be fun. So I'm thinking maybe do like a blue underneath the eye, and then do the reddish brown that on the lid, and then maybe have it fade into lighter colors up around the crease. Maybe. So we'll try that. We'll definitely do that. Right, so I'm just gonna get like a packing brush, I guess that's what it's called. You know, these flat ones. I'm gonna pack on some reddish brown. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. There. You can just use myself as a backdrop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in down here by the lash line. Just pack that on there. Wow, that color is really pretty. I'm just gonna create a little like wing effect outwards, because my eyes tend to look a little sad or droopy if I don't angle my makeup slightly upwards, just because that's the way my lids are constructed. I don't want to look sad. Not when we're excited about new makeup, at least. I never thought I would be a person that was so into makeup, but cosplay honestly has turned me into like a makeup addict, because it's so much fun playing around, changing the way you look and portraying other characters or portraying other versions of yourself that you didn't know existed. You know? So, how's your week been, Cece, since you're watching and you're active in the chat? Cece says she's gotten through 2 exams, yay, and that she's got to get out of bed, etc. So she's gonna go, but she's excited to see the result. Sounds fun. All right, I will take pictures and post them later so you can see the result. I promise. The color is really nice though, and it goes on so smoothly. These colors are a treat to work with, to be honest. Like, I'm not just saying that, you know, because this is not sponsored or an ad or anything, but I really do like this. Yeah, would you look at that color? That is so pigmented. That's gorgeous. Just gonna smooth it out a bit in the crease here. There we go. So we're gonna grab a different brush, smaller packing brush, and I'm gonna go in below my eyes and do the blue. This is kind of like a turquoise-like kind of blue. So if you can see that. It's very pretty. and also very pigmented. These colors feel very Aztec inspired, I feel, when you put them together the way in the way I'm doing right now. Subtle is not the way of this look, at least, that's for sure. Not subtle at all. But then again, I don't look very subtle. I'm easy to spot, you know, you see me coming from half a mile away. Or miles, for that matter. Alright. So I've just kind of stretched the blue out into the corners here, as you can see. And I'm going to have to add more color up top just to balance out the fact that this color here is so bright and visible. I'm also going to add a little bit of a lighter color here in the inner corners of my eyes and stretch it out into the brick color, I guess you could call it. So that's the plan. But so far I'm just really happy with the way things are, you know, getting onto my face. Grabbing another brush, and I'm going to choose to go with this color here, which is kind of like a nude with a little bit of shimmer. Most of these colors have shimmer. It's only one matte, and it's going on really pigmented, as you can see. So I'm just gonna add it to the inner corners of my eye. Oh, they blend really nicely. Oh, look at that transition. I don't know if you can see that from all the way over there, but it blends so smoothly, like wow. So I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Okay, let's see. There you can see I've gotten this nice blend effect. I don't know how well you can see that. Well, you can see it on this eye. There we go. That it's slightly lighter at the inside and then blending over into the darker spot. And the gold is doing the same thing on the lower part of the eye. Just gonna add a little bit of the brightest shade, which is out here, to the inner corner as well, just for some extra bang for our buck. There we go. Oh, I'm getting messages. someone asking about some things for Fatal Fumble. So we'll see. I'm going to have to deal with that later when I'm done with this. Alright, so basically what we've done so far is we've made this nice blend effect on the upper lid with the terracotta blending into a light nude and then the brightest nude. And then we have the medium nude or the light nude or whatever you want to call it, blending into the turquoise from the palette, which is creating a really interesting color contrast. Would I wear this on a regular basis? No, it's a little bit of a statement thing, but to a party like now in the summer, sure. It's particularly in the evening, yeah, absolutely. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just blend out the upper crease a little bit with the brown in the palette, I think. I'm going to use a slightly different brush for that. And this just to create like a darker shadow effect. And also pull the color a little bit higher up on the lid and making like a softer transition instead of a really harsh and clean one. There we go. Ugh. Got a bit of a smudge, but that's okay. Because the eyes are looking fairly even, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a bit more of that really light pale nude color just to even out the edge here and make it even softer than what it already is. This is also something that I could do with using my liquid concealer, but I'm choosing to do it with a brush, with eyeshadow. All right. So, getting up as close as possible. I think I need a little bit more red pigment here because it looks a little softer than the other side. So I'm just going to add a bit more pigment here. Just for contrast. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I'm also going to be adding liquid eyeliner and mascara, but I'll do that. I'll do that now. So I don't have a liquid eyeliner from Makeup Mekka, so I used the Incredible Ink Liner from NYX, which I really like. It has this kind of nice brush tip almost like a, yeah, like a brush pen, like a brush ink pen. Just need to get all close to do this. So I'm going to use the eyeliner to separate the blue and the brick colored. Ugh, I get really quiet when I'm concentrating. I wish I had brought a Q-tip. Because as you can probably see, one of the sides of this is looking a little bit more blocky than the other one, but we can always fix that later. I'll fix it before I take more photos. But yeah, I'm thinking that this black really brought everything together, and I can use my mascara now, which is actually from Mekka. It is the Mekka Ultra Length Water Resistant Fiber Mascara, which I really enjoy. It actually, the fibers actually work and make your eyelashes look elongated. I'm not really a big fan of false lashes, so I'm not going to bother putting that on. Let's see if there's any questions in the chat. No, not so far. I always find putting on makeup with a headset on is a bit of a challenge because, well, it's a little bit in the way. Lower lashes. Ow. I stabbed myself in the eye. Ugh. Alright. That's never a good idea. Okay. So I'm just going to have to go get a Q-tip just to clean up some of this mess that I made with my mascara. I will be right back. see that I've gotten some gold dust on my cheeks as well, so we're going to have to deal with that too. So it's a good thing, I guess, that we didn't put on concealer or anything in advance of this, because most of it would have been gone now. There we are. Clean. All right, let's see. Now we can get back to business. Just had to peel some of that excess mascara off. But the lashes are looking nice. You can't see a lot of them because I have so much mascara, no eyeliner on, but I'm gonna do an extra pass over the top ones just to try to elongate them a little bit more. Also, if my energy is a little bit lower than it usually is, it's because of my fibro flare-up. I'm constantly exhausted, constantly in pain. So it really puts like a lid on how much energy I can expend and how vivacious and vibrant I am. Usually I'm a lot louder and more talkative than this. But hey, can't win them all. Alright, so let's go in and do some brows. Because I also happen to have a brow pomade from Mekka. I have the Perfect Brow Pomade in the shade medium. It's actually a little bit light for me, so I'm going to have to order the dark one too. But that's a project for another day. So I'm going to use the Makeup Mekka Easy Peasy brow gel first, just to smooth out my brow hairs. I have a lot of brow. The hairs grow quite fast and they grow quite long and they're quite dark too. So it's an effort to keep them in check. Absolutely. Let's see. Now, where is my favorite brow brush? Is it here? There it is. Alright. So, let's do like an arched brow today, shall we? I'm just going to start up here. I'm just going to map out where we want this brow to go. Just taking care to not be sloppy. I'm just gonna paint on the outer shape of the brow. Connect these two, and then I'm gonna fill in. And I'm gonna not block it out so evenly. Here. There we there. That's quite the difference, wouldn't you say? Let's see. So the other one. Let's try to get the same shape. No, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Someone once told me, so I'm not gonna try to make it perfect and make them completely like each other, but I'm gonna do my best. The important part is that we get that pointed, arched look going on, which so far is looking all right. We can take a little bit off the top here though. It's a little bit excessive. Sculpting these brows. Just drawing them out a little bit longer than what mine actually are because, well, it's just gonna look better with the cat wing here. In my humble opinion. Alright. Oh, everything looks lighter on this side of my face just because I had the light from the window coming from there. So it looks a little bit wonky whenever I look at the screen, but in the mirror, it's right. I'm just gonna move the mirror over here. I think I can add a little bit more though to this, to this side. Just define it a bit more. There. That's pretty even. All right, so we're just gonna let that dry, and in the meantime I'm going to put on some concealer. I usually don't bother with foundation unless I absolutely have to. I have this Mekka Perfecting Smooth Stick Foundation that I apply with a sponge and some water usually when I use it, but I don't need it today, so I'm just gonna use my Naked Skin Urban Decay concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral. Just to brighten up below my eyes in the first. Because as you can see, it was really dark. There we go. I'm just gonna brighten up my nose a bit because it's a bit pink and it kind of looks very red. There. And a little bit of cover up here just because I'm having a few breakouts there lately. And I usually use my fingers to apply concealer, to be honest. I can't be bothered with sponges and all of that because as long as your fingers are clean, they work just fine smoothing out. I'm going to add a little bit right here. This I'm going to blend out with a brush though, just because I don't want to ruin the work I did on my brows. And my fingers are a bit too big to deal with this level of detail. This is a nice way of just evening out if you made any mistakes on your brows and you just want to correct some lines. Concealer is a good way to do that. There we go. Just gonna use it to sculpt this side of my brow as well. There we go. So let's see. Let's try using this Kiss and Blush cream touch blusher thing that we got in the package today. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to use a brush with this or just apply it with your fingers. So let's just try applying it with the fingers first. So I'm just going to add some blush to my cheeks here. And then just buff it out a bit, I guess. That has a really nice corally, rosy glow to it, which I like. Let's see. It blends out really softly, which I appreciate. Just gonna add a bit more on that side. There we are. Yeah, I really like that. It looks really nice and light and natural, even though it's definitely not. Alright, so let's try some of this gel illuminator. I've never used this specific kind before, so I'm a little bit unsure of how exactly I'm supposed to use it. But I'll just use a brush for it, I think. Even though I could have used a sponge, probably. Yeah, I think a sponge might be better, to be honest. And I do happen to have a sponge right here, so let's do this. I'm just gonna even it out a bit, and then let's just do some illumination on the cheekbones. Just some light illumination. I don't need a lot, I don't feel. A little bit on the tip of the nose there, and above the lip, on my forehead. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. I'm just gonna pack that in there. And that is giving me a very lovely illuminating effect. It's very subtle, but you can definitely tell it's there, which I appreciate. It's just making things pop in the right places. I really like that one. That was very creamy and smooth. I love it. I do. I love it. Let's see. So the next thing we're going to do, and the last thing I suppose we're going to be doing, is doing a bit of lip. So we're going to try the Color Hint Tint lipstick, or lip balm rather. Oh, that goes on really nicely. All of these products smell really nice. They smell of summer. They kind of smell like sunscreen a little bit, which is a smell I happen to like. And this lip balm really leaves your lips looking kind of like juicy, moist. I know a lot of people hate that word, but yeah, it's really pretty. It's, as it says, it's just a tint, so it's not full color, but it looks really nice and shiny, which I really like. So I'm just gonna put the butter glaze on top of it just because, well, we have it and we haven't tried it and I want to try it. So, but I'm really happy with how this lip tint looks. It's beautiful. The butter glaze is a little thicker. It's more in a nudish color, or beige, I guess. Usually I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss because it gets very sticky and I have very dry lips, so tints tend to look better on me, but I mean, this looks nice. It seems to be like adhering to my lips nicely. I don't have the fullest lips, but they're looking very nice and shiny and buttery, I guess you could say. So yeah, all in all, I would say I'm pretty happy with this. Like, these are some really great products. They go on evenly. I feel like I look nice, even though the colors I've chosen to use are really dramatic and drastic. Everything's blended well, and the illuminator isn't crazy. It's just giving me that, you know, subtle summer glow feel, which I really enjoy. Yeah, no, I'm really, really happy with these products that I won. Well worth it. The only thing I haven't tried now is the kabuki brush I got, which, you know, I'll try that for some other time, but it's really beautiful. So thanks for that. Okay, so that was my unwrapping of all of these things. Oh yeah, we haven't tried the cooking powder yet. That's what the kabuki brush is for, probably. But we don't really need it because we don't have that much on. But I'm definitely going to do this when I do my cosplay makeup, which is usually very heavy and needs to set properly. But for this look, not necessary. But yeah, thank you so much to Makeup Mekka for pulling me as their winner in their Instagram contest, for giving me all of this beautiful makeup. And I hope they watch this sometime and that they enjoy watching it. And I will post photos of this on my Instagram account and on the CosCast account so you guys can see actual photos of the finished product. Because it's obviously going to be a bit more detailed than what you can see on my webcam. But thanks for watching, and thanks for asking questions. Oh, hi, Vanilla Snowflake. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for saying I look good. I appreciate that. I've just been trying on all of the makeup I won from Makeup Mekka. So I got their summer heat collection and some baking powder and some brushes. So I don't know if you guys can see all of this, if I have the hands to hold up all of this, but got all of these great things from them, so very grateful for that. And this is not an ad. I'm just giving my honest opinion. So yeah. You're a little bit too late to the party, but I'm gonna post photos of it and show you guys exactly what I won and what it looks like. So yeah. I'm just gonna wrap it up here because I'm really tired. My back is killing me, so I can't do this for very long stretches of time anymore, or at least not right now. So, but this has been fun and relaxing and enjoyable to me, and thank you for watching and dropping by, and maybe we can do more of this in the future sometime, like makeup videos or like get ready with me videos or something. Let me know if that's something you guys would like. Okay. Thanks for dropping by.